It should be recording. Okay, hi, I'm Aubrey Lane in for Kelly Cazone today. We are here to promote our box set, Once Upon a Midnight. It's a charity set where all the proceeds will go to the Epilepsy Foundation. I'm here tonight with P.M. Briede, a New York Times bestselling author, Amanda Washington, Diane Ranella, who is a USA Today bestselling author, and Jamie Brumfield, who is, a New York Times bestselling author. Me, I'm just hobnobbing. So, PM, you're up first. Can you please tell us about your book that's in this box set? Oh, by the way, there is 20 paranormal stories in this set for 99 cents. It is being sold at Amazon, iBooks, Barnes & Noble, and Kobo. So all the devices have an opportunity to download it and make the Epilepsy Foundation a ton of money. So, PM, what book do you have in the set?
Thanks, Aubrey. So I have The Fate of Demons in this set. It's a new story. It's not one that I've published yet. It's the first book in a trilogy story. I tend to write cliffhanger series. The story is set in New Orleans, which is kind of my adopted hometown. I grew up in the South and have managed to find myself in the Pacific Northwest, so it's way different. But it just basically follows, it's kind of a twist on the vampire myth. So it's not really about vampires, kind of more about demons and demon hunting. And the basic premise is I set a human demon hunting unit in a mortuary. So that's where they're based out of. So, and that's kind of it.
Amanda? What book do you have in our little 20-book box set?
Well, I thought the title was a really great idea until I get into situations like this where I have to tell people it. And it's called Lucky Blow because I can. And it is mythology based, and it's about the daughter of the goddess of luck and granddaughter of god of darkness and shadows. And anything she blows on is temporarily lucky. And so it's the first book of a 5-book series, and basically she blows on the sword that ends up taking out Zeus and is blackmailed into retrieving the 5 essences of Zeus because, of course, they had to separate him so he couldn't regenerate because he is, a god. And so she's basically blackmailed into this with a love interest, of course, who's the father of a surprise child. So it's just all kinds of fun and exciting. And I'm really, this is the first time that it's getting out there as well. And so I'm really excited to see what people think of it.
I just got to tell you, when I first saw your title, my mind went, dirty.
The other way. And people aren't going to forget it. And that's why I did it. But it's, it works.
Diane, do you have a question for our guest authors this evening?
We have fan questions. And if you've been following us all along, you can probably guess where these questions originated. Or should I say, who they originated from. Darla. Okay. Let's start with PM again. Do you go back and read your own books? And I'm going to add on, if so, do they ever freak you out and make you want to rewrite them?
Yes and yes. So I do. It's sometimes, I think it's kind of nice to go back and see where you've come from to see how far you've grown. For me, it's a little bit of a confidence booster, but then at the same time, it's also like, oh my God, I can't believe I even released that to a person at all. Because you see, as you improve in anything and you go back and you look at what you once did, you're just like, how did people not hate that and cringe when there's a missing comma or, fragmented sentence or misspelled word, which is always my favorite. So,
Amanda?
I am notorious for editing my stuff. Like my work is never done. I edit it constantly, but more than grammatically, I edit it for story content because I feel like as an author, I'm constantly growing and learning, and I mean we are. And so when I go back and read stuff, I've had to stop because my first book that I wrote in 2009, I've probably edited, I'm not even joking, at least 100 times. And finally friends were just like, let it go, move on. And otherwise I would never get anything done.
Jamie, do you have a question? One of Darla's questions?
I do.
How does Darla get so lucky she gets to ask all the questions?
She's the only one who stepped up to our challenge.
Can I just say that the challenge was actually to see whose street team came up with the most?
She's
And
on
so
my team.
I'm the one who brought Darla into the fold because she found me first. My team wins. Just saying.
Okay, we'll let you win this week.
Yay!
But next week, look out.
Because if she comes up with 50 more, then she's on my team.
Oh, she will.
Well, I really like this question from Darla. If your book becomes a movie, who would be the stars? Let's start with Amanda.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so for the heroine, I have absolutely no idea. But for the hero, it would have to be the guy who's playing Luke Cage. The big, huge black dude that's playing Luke Cage, because the love interest of my heroine is the god of blacksmith's son. And like perfect build, perfect, that would be him. But as for her, I don't know. Who's attractive and small and has long dark hair and golden eyes? Anybody? I don't know. I have no idea who would play her.
Well, contacts could take care of that golden eye thing.
Yeah.
Right, and she's attractive and small and
Yeah, because she travels in shadow. She's a lucky thief. So
Oh.
and blonde hair or brunette?
she's brunette. She has black hair.
Oh, it's too bad that Charisma Carpenter has gotten older, because she'd be great in a role like that, don't you think?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love her. I don't know why, I just love her.
She was great in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and
She was. Gosh, I don't know. What do you girls think? Can you think of anybody else that would be really?
I would almost sound like a very young Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, she's younger than that, but yeah, kind of like that, and smaller, because Angelina Jolie is kind of a little on the tall side, if I remember right.
Yes.
I've never
It's hard to tell because they're all small.
I know. Mm-hmm.
Who's the girl who plays Lizzie Borden in that movie? She's a really famous actress.
Lizzie Borden. I'm looking.
Dark hair. Lizzie Borden, big eyes. I can't remember her name. It's pregnancy brain. It's on the tip of my tongue. You know how that goes, right? But it's the girl with the big eyes. She's so tiny, and she played in that movie where she was on the autopsy table and they were autopsying her alive. Remember which one that was?
No.
That's one of my worst nightmares. There will be a book with that in there someday. Could you imagine? But she was in a movie where she was being autopsied alive, and she was alive, but she couldn't say anything because she was paralyzed. And she's also in a vampire movie. Oh gosh, I can't remember, but she was really awesome.
PM, who would be in your books?
I am horrible at casting, which is probably why I'm not a casting director. If I had to say, I would say the heroine would probably be kind of like a Kate Winslet-like, just kind of that sassy and spunky and quick-witted. The guy, I'm not really sure. I'm one of those authors, I don't base my characters or their features off of people I know. I just kind of write them, and so whoever or whatever I'm sure it would be amazing.
I know, that's the way I feel. If somebody wants to do a movie on my book, whoever you want,
Right.
go for it.
Go ahead.
I'll only complain under my breath if I don't agree.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't even do that. I'd probably be like, okay, I'm sure. But, it'd be one of those if, like, Chris Evans asked to be in the book, I'd be like, I'm sure we can write you a part.
You can do it.
Well, that's all we're going to do today. Trying to keep it short so that people actually watch the whole thing through. So once again, this is to promote our charity box set, Once Upon a Midnight, available at Amazon, iBooks, Barnes & Nobles, or Kobo. Buy it. Let's make the Epilepsy Foundation a ton of money. I appreciate you ladies for stopping by and hanging out. Maybe next week Kelly will join us, which, is a lot of fun because she's like a little, nuts. But we love her. So that's it for us tonight. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Oh, no way. How do I stop this sucker?